My name is Sammy Dharia. In 1999, divine intervention happened to me. Ever since, I can't stop talking about or spreading about my testimony of what happened that day. It's been 23 years now, and I've been going through a lot. So I understand the need of the third temple in Jerusalem. Now, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I spend my time with my father to help and bring and unite all the Jewish people together to Israel, to help bring order in this chaotic world and the next for humankind. My mission is to win over your heart. My hope is to construct this third temple so the whole world can see the God glory. I am the one the whole world is looking for. Shalom, praise the Lord, Gloria a Dios. I wish you all a happy Sukkot. We just passed all those holy days, the Rosh Hashanah, the Sukkot, and the Feast of Tabernacle. Now, I like to talk about what's going on over the world, and especially in India. God have given me some revelations last night that I like to pass it down to all the Hinduisms and Hindu people in India. As you know, I am an Indian. I'm born and raised in India, Bombay, from Gujarati family. So you all know that I know very well Diwali. So I like to wish you all of them happy Diwali, Sal Mubarak, and coming Happy New Year. So let's talk about little bit about Diwali. As I know, as I grew up in India, Diwali is the biggest festival of whole year that Hindu people celebrate, especially Gujarati people. They celebrate Diwali as a really big festival. When I was growing up and every Diwali comes, I know that we all wear the new clothes and there will be a lot of foods and especially on the Happy Diwali or Sal Mubarak Day, we all first go to the first we take the blessing from the parents, and the next thing we go to the temple to get the blessing from the God. So I was remember all my 15 years, especially 10 years of those 10 years that I was going to temple called Ganesha because I was living in Siddhivinayak, which is very close to the Siddhivinayak temple. You can literally see the temple through our building. So I was going over there and worshipping the Ganesha or take the blessing from them, and then we come home and then we meet and greet everybody in the building. And this celebration is almost everybody celebrate, doesn't matter who they are, because I raised up in the building where Gujarati lives, Marathi lives, Punjabi lives, and Christian lives. The second floor was completely Christians, when the third floor was all Gujarati. The second floor, the first floor was all Marathi, and then the down there is all mixed. So I raised up with all kind of religion and religious people in India, Bombay. So you all have happy Diwali, first of all, and God have told me to let you all know that if you read Torah one day, if you have a chance to read Torah, I believe God is talking about two Hindu people. He is mainly talking about Hindu people because Hinduism is 6,000 years old, and we're talking about Brahma. The Abraham is the Brahma. That's what I know, and that's what I'm thinking he is. then we Hindus are the original Jew that God have choose us. Because God told Abraham that your descendant will be as many as star of the sky, sand of the sea, and the dust of the earth. That makes 1 billion people, and I believe that we are part of that. Because in Torah, from Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and many more prophet, Daniel, Zechariah, and like I said, most of the chapters they talk about idols. And God hates idols. It is the second commandment, do not make any idols. And we, as a Hindu, we worship most of them idols. We think that we will reach the God through the idols, or we give them a food that idol will eat. Now you know that idol do not eat the food, and idol cannot give you nothing. There is only one God. There is only one God. God is a spirit, and true worshipper worship the God in a spirit and truth. Now, I am over here to tell you one thing over here. I came to let you all know that God have choose me in these 8 billion people to bring everybody together. Now, according to Hinduism, they believe that Kalki avatar or somebody will come. So do in Muslim they believe that their Mahdi will come. So do Judaism believe that their Moshiach will come. And Christianity believe that Jesus, their Messiah, is coming. So almost everybody have the same concept that somebody will come in the end time. Now, we are in the end time. I just want to tell you, all the Hindus, listen to me. God have choose me. I'm not going to give you a motivation speech over here, or those guru give you. I am over here to let you all know that we are in the end time, and God will give you a chance. God will give you a chance. But before that, I want to tell you, get rid of those idols. Those idols is not going to help you at all. They're not going to give you a salvation. They're not going to take your prayer to the God. Because God is omnipotent, all-knowing, and He is everywhere. He knows each and every needs of yours. He knows how many hairs you have on your head. You just need to go directly and ask Him, and He will give you. He knows your desire. So, but the second commandment that God gave it to Moses, do not make any idols. Do not make any idols. And I understand that why we are still worshipping in India idols, because Moses' brother Aaron, he made a cow, the calf, from the gold when Moses was up there, and then so many of them still worshipping the cow. But cow is not the God. Cow is not the God, it's Aaron made. And then all those idols, the Ganesha, and I'm not going to go and try to put you all down, but I tell you, that when I was caught up in heaven, that was the thing they told me, to throw all those idols. I had 50 guards in my closet. I was worshipping Krishna. And like I said, that look, on the right time, God will reveal everybody who was Krishna, who was Christ, who was their Moshiach, and who's Mahdi. On right time, God will reveal everybody. But one thing for sure, God hates idols. And I just want to tell you that I'm giving you the warning. Before the thing started, if you get rid of those idols, first thing first, He will see that how you taking my message. And once you take my message and you throw those idols, you will see the blessing will come upon you from him. So that was the one thing I wanted to tell you. Now on the past video, if you remember, I was trying to tell you about the Isaiah, what God is talking about Emmanuel, because I had somebody send me the message that Emmanuel means the God is with us. But on the same time, he says his name will be Emmanuel. And that's why I said that God has said that his name will be Emmanuel. On the same time, in the Isaiah chapter 9, that he is talking about the another Moshiach. The Moshiach where the government will be rest upon him. He will be the counselor. He will judge according to what he sees. He's just not going to judge what people say and people talk about. So he will be a totally different. He's talking about the Moshiach. This Moshiach wants to build the temple. I want to build the temple. That's the main focus of this video. All the rabbis all over the world that you've been listening right now, or all those Christian peoples, they are making all those fake news about the fake Messiah. The Messiah is here, Messiah is here. Now Messiah is here, no doubt. Jewish people knows that Messiah is here, and I am here. I am their Moshiach. It's just a matter of days. They're going to come to know who I am. How? But they will. And that day they will choose me, or like the way you see the right now news where they've been trying to put somebody as a Moshiach, which is he is not. And if that will happen, then you can talk about the Antichrist. But meanwhile, you don't know who's that person is. So don't just make up the story. He haven't come and said that he is Moshiach, or none of the rabbi said that he is the Moshiach. They haven't told me either that I am the Moshiach. So they're not talking to me. One thing for sure, that I'm going to tell you the truth. Whoever that rabbi is talking to the Moshiach, he haven't talked to me. So, and I think so he's already dead. I am not sure. So he's the one talking about who that I don't know. So don't worry about that one right now. But I want to tell you one thing, that God have put desire on me when he came in my life. The first thing he told me to build his house. And that's why I am over here today, to tell you to let's start building the temple. So the whole world can come and worship in Jerusalem. That is my main goal. So all the rabbis and in Jerusalem, all the rabbis in New York and LA, please listen to my message. I am the one you all looking for. You all not going to find. I am the Shiloh. I am the Son of God. I am the Son of King David. I am the branch. I am the Daniel. I am the anointed one. I am the ancient one. Now all those things that I've been telling you again and again, my identity. Those are my identity. Most of those other identity, he left me, for me. If you understand my videos, and if you watch, and if you are smart, you will understand every time I tell you A plan and B plan. Now, 98% of the people do not read the Bible or Torah. Even those people who comes on the YouTube and talking about the rapture is here, the fake Messiah is here, or Messiah is here, or whatever they are telling you, First of all, I have watched a lot of Christian video, and they really don't have no idea what they're talking about. They really don't. They always tell you about the rapture to make you fool. It's written in the Daniel chapter also. It will happen. But when it will happen, that day the whole world will see, not only Christians. Before that, God will give them a chance. That's what it is, the B plan. The two prophets will die and rose again if they put the false Messiah in the temple. If they build the temple without me, if they choose somebody else without me, then you will talk about the false Messiah. I will tell you, do it, because I will be proclaiming myself each and every day, standing in front of that temple. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's going to happen. And like I said, that I don't know who's the another anointed one at this point. But Antichrist or false Messiah will be revealed very soon, because he has to come on the last 7 years. In the last 7 years, he has to come either to help you to build the temple or make a treaty, whatever he's supposed to do, but he will come in the picture very soon. And so do the Messiah will come very soon. They all will become together. Because the day they will choose the false Messiah, you will know that Revelation chapter is open. And nobody will, let me tell you, by the fruit you will know if he is a Messiah or not. And right away people will start to know, and they will start back off from him. And that's what will happen. But on the same time, remember, the two prophets will die and rose again on the third day, and then Jesus will come with his angels, and that day everybody will see their Messiah. That's what it says in the Bible. Remember. So the Christian people should be understand that rapture is not only for you. Because in the Daniel chapter 12 also says that many will be awake. Many will be purified and made spotless also. And they also will be caught up. All those things, both of them has to read, the Christian and Jew. They both needs to be read. Remember in the Zechariah chapter, let me read the Zechariah chapter 12 that I didn't read last time to make you understand the scriptures. When I read the scriptures and when you all read the scriptures, it makes difference. Let me read the Zechariah chapter 12 and then you will understand where am I going. So Zechariah 12, if you read the chapter 12:10, and it says, now this is, he's talking about in the future. Zechariah is talking about the future. Look at this. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. Now, this is he's talking about in the future when Jerusalem will be surrounded by enemies. And I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitant of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and the supplication. And they shall look upon me whom they have pierced, and they shall mourn for him. So what is talking about? In the past something happened. This is something happened in the past, and in the future, when you will see this thing will happen, you all will be mourned. You will realize what happened. What happened in the past is correct. But your Moshiach is a different than who he is. I am here to take you home. I am the Daniel from the dead. I am the one take you home so we can build the temple for our Father. and let the whole world know that God had promises and He fulfilled. So look what it says over here now. They have pierced and they shall mourn for him as one mourn for his only son, and shall be in bitterness for him, as one that is in the bitterness for his firstborn. In that day shall there be a great mourning in Jerusalem. Now, so you need to understand what he's talking about is whoever in the past been pierced, he's the one going to be come back again, and he has to be go through the same suffering what he's been gone. I don't want to go into detail right now, but I told you on my other videos that somebody has to be down who can go up only. That's the only way people will see and people will believe and understand that whatever happened in the past, it was true, because people like to see through their eyes. And when they will see that somebody died and rose again in front of their eyes, and especially in this 21st century where TV and the satellites are all over the world, that each and every corner people will be able to see when these two prophets died and rose again. That day the whole world will know that something was done or happened in the past is correct. And that's what he's talking about over here, that and the land shall mourn every family apart, the family of the house of David, house of David apart, and their wives apart, the family of the house of Nathan apart, and their wives. I mean, he's talking about each and every tribe all over the world will see and they will mourn. So this is what they're talking about in the Isaiah chapter, when I said that the son be given. And if you read all the way in the bottom, Isaiah is talking about what God told Jacob, because God didn't say anything to Jacob. Remember, God stopped over there. He was giving the blessing and he was about to tell something, and then he didn't do it. But then if you read the Isaiah chapter 11, I think so, 9 or 11, or maybe 7, I'm not sure right now. But if you read that one, down there it says what the Jacob talk about. So you should know that scripture is for the Shiloh. These scriptures over here, Zechariah, is someone else in the past, whoever happened in the past. But in the future again, the Shiloh has to go through this. I have to drink the cup of suffering. Somebody's going to have to drink the cup of suffering out of the two prophets, either me or the other prophet. One of them has to drink the cup of suffering, and those are the two prophets. When they die and rose again, the whole world will see. But meanwhile, the third temple has to be built, because my Father have given me that authority, and also to my brother and sister, Jewish brother and sister, they've been promised to build the temple. They have to build the temple because that's what our Father wants. And they knows that the third temple has to be built. Now, again I say, there is a synagogue of Satan everywhere. And they might stop me. They might stop me, and they might put the false Messiah, and the sacrifice will start. I told you that in my previous video. But I still believe that God have put that desire in me to build the temple, then it will happen. It will happen. Now, let me tell you, there are some rabbi. I just watched one video that long time ago, this rabbi, put me as a fake Moshiach. This Indian guy, read the scriptures. He don't know how to even talk. That guy put the video, and now he's saying that we should put more attention to Hashem than the Moshiach. More put attention to Hashem than the Moshiach. Don't worry about the Moshiach. If the Moshiach thing will happen, it will happen. No, but Moshiach is here, and Moshiach is the Spirit of the Lord. Moshiach is to come over here to take you home. Moshiach is to take you out from the bondage. Moshiach is to build the temple. Now, those are the things your Rambam and Rabbi been telling you for years. And now this guy is telling you not to focus on Moshiach and put attention on Hashem. But the Moshiach is full of Hashem's spirit on him. And he is the one talking to you directly. So tell me, what is this not to put attention on Moshiach? Moshiach now. Yes, it is true, Moshiach now. And you know that Messiah is here. Moshiach is here. And we need to put him into his throne. You all need to put him into his throne. And so we can start building the temple. It's not the way you all want, what your Rambam and Rabbi told you, that he has to finish this, then we will know he's the Moshiach. No, first you're going to have to choose somebody. Choose for somebody first. Who bring you right now? The guy you are talking about right now, he's not even close. I have right now 8 million people are watching all over the world. And they started to know the truth, and truth will set you free. I am your Moshiach. I am over here. I am with the Spirit of Lord. You put attention on me now. I don't have ego, because I want to build his house. I want the whole world to see the God glory. I want to see that people come and worship in Jerusalem. Let's get together. Let's start building the temple. That is my main goal. Please, let's get together. I thank you, and we'll see you next time.